Criticism and judgment are part of life. Whether it's on social media, at work, or even among friends, everyone faces opinions that can sting. But what if you didn't have to carry the weight of other people's judgments? What if you could walk through life without being shackled by what others think? Stoicism provides timeless strategies to deal with public perception and social pressures. In this video, we'll explore how Stoicism can help you handle criticism with grace and remain true to yourself. The Stoics faced criticism just like we do today. Maybe not on social media, but certainly in public life. They developed philosophies that emphasize inner strength and resilience in the face of judgment. According to the Stoics, criticism and the opinions of others are things outside our control. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, gives us this powerful reminder. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. The Stoic response to judgment is simple. Your worth and your character are not defined by others. Epictetus, in his Discourses, teaches us, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Stoicism encourages us to prioritize our own sense of virtue and self-worth over the opinions and judgments of others. Seneca, another key Stoic, emphasizes that criticism is a reflection of the critic, not the criticized. In his letters, he advises, if a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. What does this mean? It means if you don't have a clear sense of your own direction, you'll be tossed around by every opinion. Stoicism teaches us to know who we are and what we stand for, and in doing so, external judgments lose their power. Why does criticism hurt so much? It often boils down to our desire for approval. We crave acceptance and recognition from others, and when we don't receive it, or worse, when we're judged negatively, it can feel like a personal attack. But according to Stoicism, this desire for external validation is a trap. Epictetus challenges us to examine this desire. In the Enchiridion, he tells us, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your judgment about it. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. What hurts us is not the criticism itself, but our judgment that we need approval in order to feel valuable. The Stoics remind us that we must learn to detach from the opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius, too, gives a sharp insight in his Meditations. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Why do we place such high value on the opinions of others, even when we know ourselves better than they do? Stoicism encourages us to cultivate self-sufficiency and to recognize that inner approval, the approval of your own conscience and reason, matters far more than any external praise. How can we apply Stoicism to handle criticism and judgment in our everyday lives? The Stoics offer several strategies for overcoming the emotional sting of public perception and social pressures. First, focus on what you can control. This is the foundational Stoic strategy. We cannot control what other people think, say, or feel about us. What we can control is our reaction to it. Epictetus reminds us, seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life. You can't change how others perceive you, but you can choose to remain calm, dignified, and true to your values. Second, reframe criticism as an opportunity for growth. Instead of viewing criticism as a personal attack, Stoicism teaches us to see it as valuable feedback. Seneca encourages us to welcome criticism, writing. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. By changing how we interpret criticism, turning it into a learning opportunity, we strip it of its emotional charge. Ask yourself, is there any truth in this critique? If so, use it to improve. If not, let it go. Third, practice indifference to praise and blame. To truly free yourself from the weight of others' opinions, you must practice indifference not only to criticism, but also to praise. Why? Because if you place too much value on praise, you make yourself vulnerable to its opposite, blame. Marcus Aurelius advises, receive without pride, let go without attachment. Whether people speak highly of you or poorly, Stoicism teaches that your sense of worth should remain stable. True inner peace comes from detaching from both praise and blame. Fourth, remember the fleeting nature of opinion. Marcus Aurelius often reminds us that the opinions of others are fleeting and impermanent. In Meditations, he writes, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. People's opinions shift, their judgments change, and in time, most criticisms are forgotten." Understanding this can help you put criticism into perspective. It is rarely as lasting or important as it may seem in the moment. Lastly, cultivate self-approval. The Stoics emphasize the importance of seeking approval from within. Epictetus said, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Rather than seeking validation from the crowd, surround yourself with those who help you grow and improve. Most importantly, work on aligning your actions with your own values so that you can look in the mirror each day and respect the person you see." Let's explore some modern situations where the Stoic approach to handling criticism can make a big difference. First, social media backlash. Whether you're a content creator or just sharing your thoughts online, social media is a breeding ground for judgment. Marcus Aurelius would remind us, do not waste the remainder of your life in thoughts about others, when you do not refer your thoughts to some object of common utility. Instead of obsessing over the likes and comments, focus on the content itself. Did it align with your values and intentions? If yes, then let go of the responses. Second, workplace criticism. Negative feedback at work can feel particularly personal, but the Stoics teach us to separate our identity from the criticism. Seneca advises, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live. Every critique is a chance to learn, not a personal failure. Use it as a stepping stone for growth, without letting it diminish your sense of self-worth." Third, family or social circles. Family and close friends can often be our harshest critics, and their opinions carry more weight because of our emotional ties. Epictetus teaches us to remember, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You can't control how they see or judge you, but you can choose to respond with patience, kindness, and resilience. Let's finish with a practical exercise to help you better handle criticism and judgment. The next time you face criticism, pause and ask yourself 2 questions. First, is this within my control? If the answer is no, if the criticism is based on someone else's perception or opinion, then remind yourself to let go. You can't control how others think, but you can control your response. Second, can I learn from this? If the critique holds any truth, use it as a tool for self-improvement. Focus on growth, not on defending your ego. By practicing these steps consistently, you'll gradually detach from the need for external validation and find strength in your own character. As Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Start living the Stoic mindset today by embracing the freedom that comes from caring less about what others think.